Greetings, here to make a short little video. Here we have the Plessy Controls PDRM82, a beautiful dose rate meter, which does not get enough love when compared to something like the CDV 715 or 717. Maybe being something from the United States, maybe me being from the United States and this being something of an oddity where I'm at. I'm especially fascinated by it, but there's just something about it that has always sort of captured my imagination, be the unusual shape, the size, the color, the layout. It's just something quite wonderful about it. But what I am here for is to determine if you can detect the chlorine 36 check source from the exterior of the device. Now, I will go ahead and tell you right away that you cannot. I have determined this with several meters, and I have also been in correspondence with somebody who will remain nameless that also checked, and they were unable to notice anything aside from normal background. Now, if you hear any clicking in the background, that is my uh, uh, meter that I will do another video on in the future that was gifted to me, a beautiful CDV 700, which despite not being calibrated since my father was in high school, still works just fine. Granted, I probably wouldn't want it during an emergency due to the lack of calibration, but that is something for another time. So, if the information that I have come across is correct, the check source should be right about here. So, what are we going to check it with? Well, we are going to check it with the CDV 700 first. Beta shield is open. You can see the exposed glass of the Geiger-Muller tube right there. And put it right there. We have it on ×1. I actually am making quite a foolish thing here because the check source is right there. So I'm going to move that back a little bit. And even resting directly on it, on contact, there is no noticeable rise. Now, just to give you an idea of what this thing would do, and there it almost maxes out on ×1. So that's next to the, I believe that's uranium metal check source under there. So far with this Geiger-Muller tube based object, meter I should say, no luck. How about with the classic, or not at all classic, but completely new, radio code 102. Where I'm at, background radiation tends to be about 150 to 300 counts per minute. And as we rest it directly on there, scintillation crystals should be right there near the top, up at the symbol. It has not changed from where it was earlier. All right, let's try this one that I just got in. This is a Better Geiger S2L. It's one feature up from their standard S2 model. It has a larger scintillation crystal than the standard model, and in fact has a larger scintillation crystal than this one, the Radiocode 102. So the background count is going to be significantly higher. Now, background where I am at tends to be about 300 to 800 at the very most. And again, just going to put this right here. Now, maybe somebody in the comment section can correct me, but if I am not mistaken, the check source should be right about underneath where this sensor is right now. And as you can tell, background is no different. When you convert it over to dose units, I tend to use microsieverts. The dose units do not change either, which I wouldn't expect them to given these results, but it's good to double check. And I do not have it. If anyone is interested, I do not have it on me. If anyone is interested, I also own a Ludlum Model 3 with a standard 44-9 probe. And I also checked pretty much every square inch of this thing just to ensure that the information I had about where the check source was on the PDRM82, just to ensure that that info wasn't wrong. I checked every square inch with this thing, and again, no change in background. Now, if anyone would like to see a short video of me scanning this with the 44.9 probe and the Ludlum, then go right ahead and ask. But until then, I am just going to enjoy this beautiful meter, which is in its current state completely useless outside of a nuclear catastrophe. But otherwise, I have plenty others that I can cozy up to. Hope this scratches an curiosity intellectual itch for any of you fellow radiation weirdos out there, and I hope you have a good day. Bye bye.